Yo, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ndifon Ntui. On this channel I make sewing tutorials. I post new videos on Monday, Wednesdays and on Saturday. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a like. If you have not subscribed yet, please make sure to do so. If you are a beginner or if you're a person not to brush up on your skill, I offer online courses. I'll be showing a demo on how to make a jumpsuit for you to watch and decide if it will be convenient for you to learn online. If you're interested, please send a telegram message to the number that I can see on the screen. Do have a lovely day. Enjoy this video. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Alright, you're welcome to today's video. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to draft a Victorian corset. Okay, so you've seen the measurements that we need already, so I'm going to begin. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place all my vertical measurements. So my vertical measurements are measurements that come from my shoulder going down. My shoulder allowance, even though we don't have a shoulder, we're going to need to keep a space of ½ an inch from here. Okay, I've done this in several videos, and from that point we will place all our other measurements. Okay, so from here I'm going to place my underbust length. The underbust length I'm working with is 15. I'm going to place 15 here, and to find where to place my bust points, I'm going to count 4 inches up. So 15 minus 4, I'm going to have 11. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place the distance from my shoulder to the navel. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place the length of the corset. Okay, so the length of the corset that we are working with is 24 for the deepest part that is in front. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rule lines across all these points. Alright, so at this point you're going to need, in case this is your first time, I advise that you label all your lines so that you know what you are dealing with. So the first line that we have on top of here is the bust line, or we'll call it BL. This line here is the under bust round line. We'll call it UBL/UBR because we found under bust length. Here is where we place our under bust round. This line here, we're going to call it your waistline, and this line here is your hem, so the bottom part. Now, by the time you have figured out all these places, the next thing is to start to place all the appropriate measurements across. So the first one we're going to place across is your bust measurement. So your bust is 30. The bust I'm working with is 36. 36 divided by 6 is 9. 36 divided by 4 is 9. Okay. Then the next one we're going to place is the under bust round. So from here to here, remember we placed 15 and we use that to find our bust point. We're going to place our under bust round at that point. So under bust round is 30. 30 divided by 4 is 7.5. I'm going to come here, I'm going to place 7.5. So after you place the under bust length, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to come down to your waist and you're going to place your waist measurement. So whatever the circumference around your navel, your belly button area is, you're going to divide it and place it here. So for me that is 32. 32 divided by 4 is 8. Alright, so I'm going to come down here and I'm going to place 8 inches over here. Alright, and then the next thing I'm going to do is, for now, I'm going to place the same thing down here. Connect all your lines together. Alright, so when we are done with drawing our line, the next thing I want you to do is I want you to come 2 inches after your under bust length. So you see this 2 inches after your under bust length, I want you to make a mark here. Okay. Then the next thing I want you to do is I want you to place your bust points to bust points measurement. Okay, so your bust point to bust points divided by 2 plus ½ an inch. You're going to place that starting from this edge going in. Your bust point to bust point is also known as your nipple to nipple measurement. Alright, so for me the nipple to nipple is 8 inches. 8 inches divided by 2 is 4 inches. 4 inches plus half is 4.5. I'm going to place 4.5 on every place where we have ruled a line Okay, so after you have rolled this line, the next thing you are going to do is, or the next measurement you will need is, you will need the distance from the highest point of your shoulder to wherever you want the cleavage, to the high point of your corset to be. Because bear it in mind that this is a sweetheart, so it's starting from up here and going to taper into towards the middle. So if you are going to be making this for, let's say, a person that is really busty, that wants to wear a corset but doesn't want to bear so much, you can at this point place your tape on the client so that you know exactly what they are comfortable with. So you come from up here, and then when you go down, when they say it's comfortable here, you stop there. If it's comfortable higher, you stop at that point, just so that you are safe up here. So that's a tip for you in case you're working with a person with a big bust. But for me, I'm going to use what I always like using, which is 6 inches. Okay, so I'm going to come from up here. Okay, I think just to spice it up a bit, I'm going to come down a little to 6.5, and you're going to make the mark here. So that is the highest point of my corsets that I would have. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come to this point. So you see this point here where I made a mark, okay, where I told you to come 2 inches after your underbust length and make a mark there. I'm going to come to this point and I'm going to come away here by 1 inch on both sides. Okay, so 1 inch here, 1 inch here. You see that? And then I'm going to roll the line from my midpoint, that is my bust point over there, out to this point where I have 1 inch on both sides. And then the next thing I want you to do is just roll a flat line across this top part here where you've made the point. Alright, and now the next thing we're going to do is, from this point, now you see this point, from this point I'm going to gently taper here back into the initial points that we had over here. And then you're going to come up here to the top, and I'm going to mark 1 inch on both sides like I did before. 1 inch here, 1 inch here, and then I'm going to connect from the midpoint up to that point. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a sweetheart at this point. So also at this point, after you've taken the distance from your shoulder to the highest point where they want it, you do the same thing again. You will come from the shoulder to the lowest point wherever they are comfortable with. Okay, so you come from here, start going towards the, when they say stop here, okay, let's say here for example, you know that okay, around 10 inches is where they are comfortable. If they put their finger higher, around there is where they are comfortable with. Okay, so for me, I'm going to use the 10 inches for example. Okay, and I'm going to make a mark here. Alright, so after you have done all of this, the next thing we're going to do is you're going to come to your bust line. Okay, from this point here, you're going to come in by 1 inch and make a mark. Okay, and then you're going to come to the middle line that you have. Alright, you're going to come out here by 1 inch and make a mark. Now what I'm trying to do is, there's going to be a line running down the center, there's going to be another line running just at the outskirts of this part of the bust. There'll be another line running here all the way down, and by the time you join it together and make your boning, and I would also create a dart somewhere here. It's going to, besides the dart you will have under here, you have another dart on the side and a boning running, and a bone running down the side to help you support the bust, as this is a corset. Alright, so the function of this line I'm telling you to roll now is, the first one is helping you to drag in the waist some more because there will be a dart here. 1, 2 is it's going to help you support the bust at the top by the time you put a boning through it. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is from here, the same point that we have, okay, I'm going to come out here by half an inch, here by half an inch. So just a little, not so much. And then from the center, from the top, sorry, I'm going to open up here half an inch, taper back in. Alright, now we are almost done with this. The next thing I'm going to do is, at the top, to complete this part, you're going to come up 1 inch, okay, from this side here, you see here, from here, you're going to come up by 1 inch. and make a mark here. Simply connect them together. Alright, so when you are done with all of this, next thing I want you to do is on the side. Okay, so throughout here, on the side here, I want you to keep an allowance of 1.5 inches. But bear it in mind that this 1.5 inches is allowance for you to join all these parts together. Okay, the 1.5 inches is for you to have allowance to join all these parts together. The main allowance of what I have taken out here would be sent to the back. So the back is where it's going to hold all of our allowances, not the front. Okay, so here I'm going to simply place 1.5 everywhere. See what I just did there? So like I said before, 1.5 is our allowance for joining here and here back together. All the actual allowances that we will need so that this fits around your body perfectly will be sent to the back. So at the back I'm going to add an excess of 3 inches, not 1.5. I'm going to send all my allowance to the back. Alright, so now the next thing I'm going to do is this. If you take a look at the corsets that we're working on, the front is supposed to be there's supposed to be a curve running up the side. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to keep here as it is, but at the side here I'm going to come up by 2 inches and make a mark here, from here up by 2 inches, and then I'm going to simply draw a curve. Alright, so now I'm going to cut it out. When I'm cutting it out, I'll keep ½ inch of sewing allowance at the bottom and at the top. Okay, these are the only places I'll add ½ inch to as I'm cutting. Alright, so here you can already see how everything is taking shape. Alright, so now it's time to draft the back. Because we roll the line all the way across, we don't have to start figuring out where all those lines are supposed to fall again. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my zipper allowance of 2 inches. So I'm going to keep whatever zipper allowance you're comfortable with, place that everywhere here and roll the line across. Okay, when you're done with that, place all your measurements across like we did before. So here I'm going to place the bust line. On that bust line, I'm going to place my waist measurement here, and I'm going to place the same thing down here. Okay. And then, like we did before, you are going to come 2 inch after the under bust round. You are going to make a mark there. Simply just rule your line. Okay, now when you have done this, first of all, before you start doing anything, make sure that you roll your line of 1 inch above here all the way across, so that the length of the back corresponds with the front at all times. Let me get the side of the front I'm talking about. So this is the side of the front where we came up by 1 inch close to where we're supposed to have where it's supposed to go into the armhole. So by the time you raise here up by 1 inch, it helps your bodice. Look at it. Okay, see where the bodice is, because we lifted it by 1 inch. You need it to correspond, because here will be joined to here at the end of the day. So make sure that there is alright before you proceed. So lift here up by 1 inch. They must be the same at this point, but they will not be the same at this point, because I'm going to sweep down to the center of the back. This part here represents the center of the back. This here is the side that goes into the armhole. Alright, now I'm going to come 4 inches from my zipper allowance line all the in. Okay, I'm going to come 4 inches in. Alright, after you have done this, you are going to come to this point here where we came down by ½ inch. You are going to come 1 inch on both sides, here and here, and you are going to rule a line. So the line is going to start from nothing, open up to ½ inch before it closes up, and then alright, so after you have done this, the next thing, you have to decide how deep you want your back to come in. You can bring it as deep as you want, depending on however you want the shape to be. So I'm going to do something that's a bit light, so I'm going to come in by 3 inches from this line. Okay, and I'm going to draw a curve. Okay, so now the back is going to sweep down, and then remember, on the front we came from the side, we came up by 2 inches. I'm going to do the same thing here, and then I'm going to connect it from here down to the middle. Alright, now when you're done with this, we're going to need to keep our allowance twice. So the first allowance that we're going to keep is, we're going to first of all keep an allowance of 1.5 inches before we now keep the 3 inches that I talked about when we're drafting the. Alright, and then I'm going to keep an extra 3 inches. So what you can do is simply just keep 4.5 in the first place. These 3 inches holds a lot of measurements in it. This is what's going to help you pay back for all that you have been taking out in order to curve the corset around the body of the person that's supposed to wear it. Okay, so remember, add ½ inch at the bottom and at the top. So here we have everything laid out in front of you, the front and the back, the way they are meant to be joined together. Yeah, one more tip: when you are cutting out your patterns, this one you cut it as it is. As for this pattern, this is the only pattern you would make an alteration to. On your fabric, you will add ½ inch of sewing allowance everywhere here on your fabric. So this pattern will be wider. The pattern that you cut in fabric will be ½ inch wider than this one, but only on this side. Okay, now after you do that, everything else, place it and cut as is. I'll probably make a video on how to sew this, but it's going to be very easy. But I think I'll make a video on how to sew this, and maybe I'll use bra cups so that you see how to use bra cups for your Victorian corsets. Alright, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to comment if you have any questions. If you have any suggestions, any videos you want to see, drop it in the comment section. I'll be checking that out. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching this far. Bye bye.